Lei Yue Mun is a small village located near the south of East Kowloon. In fact, Lei Yue Mun includes numerous historical and cultural heritage which are related to Hong Kong marine history and culture. However, the culture and livelihood of people in Lei Yue Mun have experienced a tremendous change after modernization, as well as the social and economic development in Hong Kong.
But then, what should we do with this branch of historical and cultural heritage? What the government has done? In particular, why would you connect with this heritage and how they affect you today? By the way, Theo, do you know the other name of Lei Yue Mun?
Yes, for sure. This is Mun Yu Lei, right?
No, it's named Cheung, the village of three major families. The legend said that there are three names of family living at village.
Who was these three families? According to a research done by Dr. Zhang Wei at Chinese University of Hong Kong, most of the people are Hakka migrant from Guangdong province 100 years ago. Some say the three families were Zhang, Li, and Cheung. But then others argue that they were Wen, Lao, and Chen. However, which one is the correct version? We have no idea right now. According to Dr. Cheung's research analysis, the origins of the three families could not be traced. But for sure, Lei Yue Mun was an occupation of pirates dated back in Qing dynasty.
Yeah, I have thought of that. Allowing a deeper analysis, we have even interviewed Dr. Stephen Davis, who is an expert in Hong Kong marine history and now an honorary professor at HKU. Actually, we still have piracy in Hong Kong in the modern era. The piracy in the past also reflects the failed governance of Qing authority. Let's see what Davis said.
When was the last case of piracy in Hong Kong waters?
I have no idea. I just
Guess. Either you or Theo.
1950.
2005.
Still have pirates.
Hong Kong as a natural economy really collapsed as a result of the 17th century piracy problem, when the Kangxi emperor's response to this was to cut the pirates off economically by moving the whole population 50 li inland to do, and we call it piracy, but it's a very, very, very bad translation. It's actually a form of local tax farming. Virtually all medieval economies work on the basis of, I got this bit of territory, and if you want to pass through it, you pay me a tax. And that means I'll look after the roads, and I'll make sure you have safe passage. And that's what these guys did. And having settled in Meuse Bay, they realized that there is a coastal route which comes through Fat Mun, up through Lei Yue Mun, through Hong Kong Harbour, out through Cap Mun, up the North Lantau Channel, and into the Pearl River Delta. If you want to seek rent, where better than a traffic checkpoint? Lei Yue Mun, perfect. Squidges them, you can rush out. You give me $20, I'll let you go, and I'll make sure you come through next time. Where a government fails to exercise sovereignty, its entitlement to the land, its authority, begins to dissolve. And the question is, can it reassert that authority? And the Qing dynasty was pretty good in the first, say, 100 years, until Qianlong effectively bankrupted.
Other than that, Lei Yue Mun's Devil Peak also has had the British military presence.
As soon as the British get hold of the new territories, they get hold of Devil's Hill. If you think it through, imagine you're a soldier. Now, one of the things you've done is you've created a military location at Lei Yue Mun. because Lei Yue Mun controls the narrows. But if you go to Lei Yue Mun, you stand there and you look across Lei Yue Mun Pass, you can look up and you see Devil's Peak. Now, if you're a soldier, the one thing that you know is that you never ever want to be overlooked by the enemy.
Yeah.
And interestingly, you know there's a beacon in Lei Yue Mun. Yeah, right. So that beacon was the starting point of their survey from 1898. They put a benchmark. In other words, they actually cut a mark on the beacon to show that this is where they started.
You know what? I'm really scared of the pirate, and now I'm asking for more security and protection for my job. It is gorgeous of the sea in China's good song. Most of the fishermen are leaving. Ask for the blessings and enforce the storm and the sea when they go out for fishing.
You know what? Major was also a friend of pirates. The Lei Yue Mun Temple was built around 300 years ago by pirates Cheung and Cheung. Temple was not only a place to which the god keep them safe, but also keep their treasures.
And this rock is a proof that this temple was founded by Cheung around 300 years ago in Qing Dynasty.
做戲啊，咁我哋要行出嚟咧就做義工啊咁啊，求咧係安心，阿馬保你哋咧身體健康，你已經係財富啦，唔使求乜嘢㗎。
呢啲叫做新一代啦，佢哋到可能退休之後，其實係咪都會好似你咁樣係傳宗接手咧？
未必，係我哋呢班村民選出嚟㗎嘛。
你會唔會覺得好似越嚟越少人拜神？
錯，今年咧唔知點解咁多後生。
咁你知佢哋嗰啲係住鯉魚門定係？
出邊嘅唔係鯉魚，有啲咧又求姻緣，真係㗎。嗰啲後生咧就係叫做70後啦，求錢啦，都好多喎，70後啲都好多求錢喎，今年80後嗰啲求姻緣啦，我隨緣啦，樣都隨。
It is not confident with the preservation of the heritage in Lei Yue Mun. To begin with, the Lei Yue Mun Tin Hao Temple, one of the most valuable and popular historic buildings in Lei Yue Mun, was downgraded. In 1998, this temple was categorized as Grade 2 historic building, which are buildings of special merit, so effort should be made to select and preserve. However, in 2010, it's changed to be Grade 3. It means Lei Yue Mun Tin Hao Temple is just of some merit. Preservation in some form would be desirable and alternative means should be considered if preservation is not practicable. Simply speaking, Antiquities and Monuments Office think it is not necessary to keep this building. However, in 2001, a survey done by CFSC Lei Yue Mun Neighborhood Levels Community with 300 Lei Yue Mun residents disclosed that almost 40% of residents think of Tin Hao Temple first when concerning Lei Yue Mun. Actually, the criteria and schedules of reassessing the historic building is not clear. The public even don't get enough time to express their opinion toward the change. Thus, the upgrading or downgrading of Hong Kong's building often evoke citizens' hot controversy. Many people in Hong Kong know about this place of history except seafood. This brings us to another issue. Is the promotion of Lei Yue Mun from Hong Kong Tourism Board appropriate and consummate? The website of Hong Kong Tourism Board is the one and only official tourism development department. It's definitely the most accessible information for visitors. However, in the website, Lei Yue Mun was described as none but only a seafood village. It only recommends friends can gather to eat seafood there. They can also choose the living food to cook and buy saltfish. How about the Tin Hao Temple? How about the celebrations of Tin Hao birthday? Other sightseeing spots like the Devil's Peak and the warm hospitality were totally ignored.
What justified for the reason of putting more money on heritage conservation?
Well, let's put it this way. You have got a reputation for being a great lover of fine wine may well have cost you, all up, 90,000 Hong Kong dollars. Fine wine is a sign of your civilization, your social standing, your having a certain set of standards about what the good life consists in. The cultural heritage is like your wine. A civilized society looks after it. It may be a waste of money in some strict utilitarian sense, but in some wider civilizational sense, heritage and its existence and our looking after it is symptomatic of the extent to which we are an educated, civilized and cultivated society.
Hey, Vinchy, do you know what's behind us?
This is a building.
I can say you are wrong, but this is Jockey Club Lei Yue Mun Plus. It was founded in 2010 with the funding from Hong Kong Jockey Club Charity Trust, while it was originally a village school named Urban School. It is a platform promoting creativity for arts and culture, as well as organized educational, cultural, conservation, and arts-related activity, which are beneficial to the public.
海濱學校咧位處嘅地方咧係鯉魚門。過去鯉魚門嘅世界知名，只係因為啲人話食海鮮，我哋就覺得其實鯉魚門有好多好好嘅歷史文化嘅遺產，呢啲咧係更加係顯示到咧鯉魚門嘅價值嘅。我哋係用呢一個保育鯉魚門嘅歷史文化，同藝術嘅媒介嚟去做好我哋嘅文化歷史嘅傳承嘅工作，特別係創意產業。除咗呢樣嘢之外咧，喺嗰個自然生態上邊咧，九龍呢一邊嘅鯉魚門咧，其實咧我哋係咁樣去叫嘅，係叫做城中村。佢嘅隔離就係油塘啦，係嘛？咁都好近城市嘅。咁但係咧你入到嚟鯉魚門咧，你會發覺佢仍然係保留咗咧一啲叫做鄉郊嘅特別係咧海邊啊，即係岸邊啊，有呢一個好可貴嘅自然嘅海岸線。今天咧急速發展嘅城市，但係好難得九龍呢一邊嘅鯉魚門，即係仍然咧嗰個海岸線咧仲係好乾淨。
But then, does this place continue the spirit of the school?
Sure. Inheriting the essence of historical values and spirits of the former Enlightenment school, the place continues to contribute to the education aspect. The Jockey Club Lei Yue Mun Plus regards conservation as the first and essential occupation.
佢哋海濱學校嘅即係佢哋自己本身嘅持份者咧，係好即係着力咁樣去希望呢間學校係可以保育得到。喺我個人嘅睇法上邊咧，我又唔係話好僵化咁樣去睇保育同發展。確實即係又唔係話樣樣都唔可以去即係改變嘅。社會總係有好多嘅需求啦。其實我哋都係需要咧，譬如話講保育同埋發展咧，係要有一個平衡。如果你只係好功利嘅實用嘅嗰個價值觀嚟去睇呢一個項目咧，好浪費。入到嚟創意館同埋睇翻我哋過去所做嘅嘢，咁即係大家就係比較清晰咁樣接收到，原來即係創意館咧並冇辜負到即係佢嘅歷史文化。
We are happy to present Lei Yue Mun to you. We hope you can know more about this place other than seafood. Bye.